Hey everybody, Dirili here. Thank you so much for joining me for this Let's Play of the dating sim slash visual novel Dandelion by Cherits. We are pursuing Jiwoo right now. We are trying to achieve the bad ending, so right now I'm trying to build some points with Jihai. So, let's see, and Jiwoo, we had a little scuffle with him, a little verbal scuffle, and he's showing up a little less often. But that's not a big deal because, like I said, we're going for the bad route with him anyway, and trying to build some relationships with another guy because I think we need him to be jealous. So let's go. Jiwoo, it's the weekend. Want to go out? I initiated a conversation with Jiwoo, who was sitting on the sofa reading a book. No answer. Jiwoo? Not interested. Without even a glance, he answered me nonchalantly, with eyes fixed on the book. Why is Jiwoo suddenly behaving this way? Is it because I hit him last time? Well, yeah, I mean, I don't think you had any kind of interactions like that before. It probably came as a big shock to him. Okay. Was I too harsh? The first person that ever hit me. After that incident, Jiwoo's behavior calmed down. He's shouting less than he did before. Is something wrong with him? Because he's shouting less than he did before? I mean, maybe you just fixed him, really. As I gave a deep sigh, Jiyoon turned around to look at me. Jiyoon's been staying home by himself recently with Jihai's part-time job. Jisoo and Jiyeon's days of roaming outside greatly increased. The winner of the game has been decided. Huh? Jiyeon mumbled something incomprehensible. What did you say, Jiyeon? The winner has been decided. The winner has been decided? Jiyeon shut his mouth without saying anything more. What do you mean? Oh, I forgot! I headed towards the kitchen. Apples, apples. Here they are! I grabbed an apple, walked back to the living room, and sat next to Jiyeon. There's some heavy footsteps for her. As I started to peel the apple, I could tell that Jiyeon's eyes were fixed on me. He's showing an interest. I think my animal handling skills are improving. Do you want one? Jiyeon nodded his head. As I expected, animals are easily tempted by food. Then, can you explain to me what you said earlier? As I moved the apple to the left, Jiyeon's head turned left. Rules, woman, rules! How many times have they told you? When I move it to the right, Jiyeon's head also moved right. It's hypnotized. This is fun. If you explain, I'll give you one. The Kanos rabbit will be the winner. Kanos rabbit? What is a Kanos? The one you call Jiwoo. Jiwoo is the Kanos rabbit? You mean Jiwoo will win? Jiwoo nodded. Jiyeon nodded. When what? Jiyeon hesitated to answer. Saying anything more is a breach of contract. Not that again. What did I say? Okay, fine. I was curious because it was about Jiwoo. I handed the peeled apple to Jiyeon. I want it smaller. Picky. Beggars can't be choosers, little white rabbit. Oh yeah, Jihai usually slices the apples into small pieces for Jiyeon. I sliced the apple into bite-sized pieces with the knife. Jiyeon took a piece of apple and chewed, savoring every bite. Good. He ate 3 pieces in a row, then stretched out his legs forward. Is he stretching? Then, like always, he sat on the sofa and maintained his blank expression. You want to be closer to Kanos rabbit. Huh? My heart sank as if my innermost feelings were revealed. I want to be closer? It's true. I do want to become closer to Jiwoo, but it feels like we've been growing apart. Was being hit so traumatic? He did say that it was his first time. Cabbage and carrots and a kiss. Huh? Cabbage and carrot and a kiss? Jiyeon's words were like a riddle. Cabbage and carrot. Those are what rabbits eat. What about the kiss? If you acknowledge the Kanos rabbit as the winner, you have to approach him first. If I acknowledge him as the winner... Winner? I don't understand what you mean. Yuan no longer answered my questions. Is it because of that breach of contract? I have to approach him first. See. Since Jiwoo kissed me first... Now that I think of it, was Jiwoo trying to approach me first? Cabbage and carrot and a kiss. I don't fully understand what Jian said, but I don't want to stay awkward around Jiwoo like this. I want to go back to how we were before, watching TV dramas together and teasing each other. To do so, am I supposed to approach him first? Okay, that could mean that I have lost my opportunity to get the bad ending, but I might not have, so we'll keep plotting on and see if I can get the bad ending or not. Aha, finally. Maybe getting 80 points was what I needed to progress. I held 2 cabbage halves in both hands. What? This music got really interesting. I also put a carrot in my back pocket, just in case. There was 1 rabbit lost in reading in the kitchen, and 1 orange cat playing with a ball of yarn. While Ji-yeon was engrossed in the ball of yarn, I placed one of the halved cabbages in front of the kitchen and hid behind the wall. 2 minutes later... As Jiwoo took his eyes from the book for a moment and stretched, he discovered the cabbage piece. Should went to eat it. Jiwoo casted a furtive glance at Ji-yeon, who was busy playing by himself. Ji-yeon, in a battle with the ball of yarn, paid no attention to Jiwoo. Jiwoo then put his book down and walked towards the cabbage. Up to now, the operation is a success. Yeah, 1 step. I placed the other halved cabbage on top of the kitchen table and hid under the table. Jiwoo, who grabbed the cabbage in front of the kitchen, discovered another one on top of the kitchen table. He was so distracted by the cabbage that he didn't see me hiding under the table. Wow, he's that engrossed in cabbages, huh? As soon as Jiwoo reached out his hand to pick up the second cabbage, I grabbed Jiwoo's ankle. Jump scaring your boyfriend here. Oh! Why did you do that? The surprised rabbit let out a single cry and fell with a thump. The cabbage he dropped rolled on the floor. Jiwoo finally discovered me under the table. What are you doing? Are you... Oof! I shoved a carrot into Jiwoo's screaming mouth. This is like borderline abusive. Shh. Signaling him to be quiet, I approached Jiwoo. Jiwoo was so shocked that he froze with the carrot in his mouth. Sorry, you surprised? Yeah? I would think so. Anybody would be. Jiwoo took the carrot out of his mouth and held it in his hand, unable to throw it. He really is a rabbit after all, I guess. Of course I was surprised! Are you out of your mind? Shh. I shushed him again, and Jiwoo looked around. Why are you doing this? Jiwoo whispered with an angry face. Isn't this a scenario that kind of falls within his little books? Finally, it's a chance for the 2 of us to talk. For the last month, we never really had a proper conversation. Because Jiwoo kept on acting weird. And actually, he wasn't even showing up on the map at all. I couldn't talk to him if I wanted to. I needed to take a drastic measure like this in order to talk to Jiwoo. With what Jiyeon told me... Cabbage, carrot, and... Jiwoo, why do you keep avoiding me? Me? I never avoided you. Yes, you did. Is it because I hit you with a book last time? Are you still sulking about that? Sulking? No one's sulking. Jiwoo's face flushed. Sorry, it was a bit too much. I apologized to Jiwoo with sincerity. I didn't know he was brought up so sheltered. And no matter how disgusting he acted, hitting someone is still wrong. But admit that you have your fault too. You shouldn't do that in public. Ooh. Huh? You're annoying. Me? Yeah, you stupid. You're super annoying. Will you stop confusing people? Suddenly shouted at me, his face red. Huh? Why is he acting like this all of a sudden? You go on a date first with that stupid cat? So that's why I kissed you first. Then, aren't you mine? Because you're mine, I should be able to do anything I want. And I have a lot of money, too. What's the problem here? You have a lot of money? Yeah, in the world that I live in, I was what this world calls the successor of a wealthy family, you dumbo. This is news to me. Yeah, how's she supposed to know that exactly? She's not a mind reader, and because of the rules, couldn't tell her. How am I supposed to know that? And how am I supposed to know that he's a successor to a rich family? Now that I think about it, the clothes he wears do look high in quality, but since Jiun and Jihai's clothes also look like that, I assumed that rabbits just usually wear those kind of clothes. Also, do you think I'm the kind of animal that only eats cabbages? Stop buying cabbages! Now everyone knows that I like cabbages! That's embarrassing. What? It's been bothering him all this time? And you belittle my reading novels. You think I don't know what economics is? Jiwoo was on the verge of tears. I even memorized the entire periodic table! Could it be that I hurt his pride? I did slam the head of a guy who was never hit before with a book. Seeing him sob while telling him that he can recite the periodic table made me feel guilty. So, what do you want me to do? If you hate me, then just tell me. What are you doing confusing people? Jiwoo. You're annoying. You are the most annoying person in the world. Get away! Get out! Belittling people. You don't even know how others feel. And what's this? Are you playing with food? He shouted while shaking the carrot in front of my face. If you hate me, just don't even cook for me. You idiot owner! Idiot owner! Stupid! You don't know the first thing to a relationship! Jiwoo paused, his chest rising and falling rapidly. Maybe he was out of breath for talking so endlessly. I could hear him wheezing all the way here. Is that all? I'm not going to talk to a dummy anymore. So Jiwoo was... All this time, was he expressing that he likes me? And I scarred Jiwoo's pride. I think Jiwoo was confused whether or not I liked him by my ambiguous attitude. But even I'm not certain of my feelings. Of course I knew the moment we kissed that I thought him as more than just a friend. After the kiss, I kept thinking about Jiwoo, and when I see him, I want to talk to him. Also, I felt down and alone whenever Jiwoo avoided me. I thought I wanted to go back to the way things were. Do I like these feelings? Does this mean I like Jiwoo? Until now, I never seriously thought about my feelings. And because of me, Jiwoo is confused. Sorry. I reached my hand out to Jiwoo. I had to make things clear. I have to tell honestly the feeling I have towards Jiwoo. Ooh. I'll honestly tell him how I feel. I like you. What? Jiwoo held his lips tight and blushed. He looks so cute. I don't remember when, but every time I saw Jiwoo, I started to think that he is cute and wanted to tease him all the time. I really like how cute you are. Jiwoo looked a bit upset. Cute? Who are you calling cute? Cut him off with a kiss. Right now, I am bolder than I have ever been. Kissing a guy first. Jiwoo froze. I guess his pride might be hurt again. I thought it was better to express my feelings now and listen to his complaints later. Wonder how his face will look if I tell him this is Jiun's idea. Yeah, don't tell him that. I could smell carrot scent from Jiwoo's lips. Sweet. I slightly opened my eyes to see Jiwoo taking the situation seriously. Aww. I didn't know you guys were this close. Huh? Startled by a sudden voice, I looked up and saw Jiyeon was looking down at us. Secret's out. Actually, there is no way it couldn't be discovered. Jiwoo was basically screaming. Bunny, I didn't know you were in the position of being kissed. Whoa! No, stop talking nonsense, hairball. It was the first time I ever experienced such a ridiculous and selfish kiss. What was ridiculous and selfish about that? It was just a kiss. Alright, so now I can raise my points with Jiwoo again, and he's actually showing up again. Still not sure if I'm on track for a bad ending or not. I do have 80 points with Jihai, which I believe is supposed to be the minimum for the bad route, but know, after that scene, I'm not sure can still get it or not. I might just be too late. Oh well, if we get the good ending, then it'll be the good ending, and then I'll just try again for the bad ending. Oh, it said Jiwoo's bad ending occurs on 225, so yeah. I pursued the bad ending too late, and we're just gonna have to get the good ending now. Oh well. Counter Jiwoo, finally. Ooh, I can have a new option. Ask about the books. I'm reading not only romance novels, but also comic books these days. I have a lot to cover. I'm already finished with what you're holding in your hands right now. Still, you're trying to read this kind of book because I like it, huh? I'm a bit touched. Let's see what he does now when I touch his paw. If I show you my paws, you'll start teasing me saying that I'm cute. It's obvious. I'm already all finished with what you're holding in your hands right now. Same old, same old. Yeah, now he's just taking it in stride when I try to touch his paws. He doesn't even care anymore. That's no fun. Taking all the fun out of it. Aha, I knew you would be here. You can't escape my radar. I actually have a compass inside me pointing to you, so I can always find you. My heart. Why are you laughing? Aren't you supposed to be moved by this line? Did he read that in the book too? Spring! I encountered Jiwoo watching a soap opera. Let's try making fun of him now. Playing with me is a blast, right? I was waiting for you. Hurry and sit. Compared to before when he was like, get away, you can't watch TV with me. That lady only has 3 months to live. The two swore off of their eternal love on the beach. What? Cry? Me? Never! I'm not a girl! Let's go home. I feel like having cabbages for dinner today. Snacking on junk food is what makes going to the beach more fun. Coming to the beach is better than the movie and then dinner kind of date. Being here with you makes me a bit sentimental. Really? Me too. Really, I see that you've improved now. Kinda cute. Let's wear a bikini. What are you doing? Put some clothes on. You're going to catch a cold. But no, I don't mean that I don't like it. How should I say this? It's complicated. I was pretty romantic today, wasn't I? Say no and I'm not going to speak to you for the next 3 minutes. Oh, how could I ever possibly go for 3 minutes without hearing your beautiful voice, Jiwoo? I guess spring is coming soon. It was fun at the beach today. Your legs must be sore from walking so much today. Go on in. You massage them for me? Hold on, let me get ready. You're getting prettier day after day. Be careful. All men are dangerous. You'll understand if you read books. You're really just going to paint the whole time? Then what? Come here. My hands are empty. Hold my hand. I didn't bother you much, did I? Did you get a lot done today? I like being with you alone. Don't be so shy. Let's go home. Being so much more polite now. Actually a decent guy now. I have really whipped you into shape, babe. I heard that the main girl character in this drama is just like you. Huh. Jiwoo gave you the soap opera DVD. Thank you so much, dear. She's also dense and doesn't realize how the guy who's always with her feels. Anyway, look at this more than once. Look at it for 10 times in a row and study. Now let's see what he says when did I make fun of him before? Why am I not shouting these days? Stop making fun of me. I have a lot on my mind. I'm already finished with what you're holding. Blah, blah. Oh, the master of dating. Hey, you still remember that? Jeez, why bring up the past? Embarrassed that he was trying to study how to date before. So you're going to watch the TV? Me too. Don't you have anything else than the cushion to hug? You're not romantic at all. Hey, go away! Why are you so enthusiastic all of a sudden? Now you're making me embarrassed. Well, it seemed like he was kind of suggesting. And let's stare at him, because I haven't done that in a really long time. Ooh, has a lot of hearts. You're looking at me like that because you like me, right? I know everything. I'm already all finished with what you're holding in your hands right now. Okay, stop nagging! I know. I know now from experience that the kiss described here is different from the real thing. Now he knows that people don't usually kiss for like 3 hours in a row. What will Jiwoo say now if I take him to an art gallery? Oh shoot, I missed that last thing. A Western painter's exhibition. I didn't know you were interested in Western paintings. This painting! It's an artwork! Yeah, it's art. I don't know if you're old enough to understand it. What is this painting exactly? Still, yeah. It was interesting today. It broadened my perspective. Isn't it romantic to hold hands while walking home? Go on in and rest. Yeah, he's become far, far less abusive. I have trained you well, Jiwoo. No, just kidding. Let's go. Come a little closer. There are so many people out. Why are you looking at me like that? All the guys ask that so much. Look at that couple over there. Whoa! I can't believe they're doing that in public. Hey, what I did was different from that. Stop bringing it up. It's not different. Did you have fun today? I'll give you the honor of hanging out with you again, so just say the word. I don't care what we do as long as I'm with you. Dark space. It's not an unfamiliar place, but I don't like it. And the feeling that I had repeatedly felt. Is this all you can do? It's Mom's voice. I haven't heard it in a while. I've recently had many reasons to smile, and even managed to keep myself happy throughout my busy schedule that I completely forgot about my periodic nightmare. Why are you smiling? Look at your grades. Can you smile while looking at these grades? Going out with your friends? No. Oh, this is from... It was the first day of middle school when my new friends asked me to go to the amusement park with them. I prayed that I would have new friends when the new semester starts. It was a time when Mom and Dad just got a divorce. Before the divorce, Mom willingly permitted me to hang out with my friends. When Dad was still at home, Mom was smiling. But... that man betrayed me. How could he, with such a young woman? Mom... You at least have to succeed. I'll have you become successful and show him how well we're doing. I never complained against the reason for my having to be successful. I studied tirelessly, only wanting to make Mom happy. Mom's life was stained with her loathing for my dad. Seeing that, I wanted to make Mom smile, at least a little. And she smiles every time I receive a good test score. Really? I didn't think she ever smiled at all. I think she just always said you have to be better. My new friends asked me to go to the amusement park with them this weekend. Is that okay? No. Mom? You can no longer play with other children. You'll drop to their level. Drop to their level? So going to amusement parks with friends is wrong? I couldn't understand, but I couldn't object her. If I objected, she will be more upset because of me. Don't ever be satisfied with such a score. If I wasn't the first, I was normal and no different from others. At least that's what Mom said. You want to attend where for college? Are you insane? Are you trying to settle as an ordinary person by going to such a place like that? I wanted her to respect my decision. I no longer wanted to be categorized into either ordinary or special. I can't take it anymore. I tried everything for Mom. I put aside what I want to do, my dream, and just did as Mom told me to. But I think I'm getting further away from the child that Mom wants me to be. I can't be the child my mom wants me to be. But, Mom, although I'm trying to break away from you, please. Then, let's see how well you do by yourself. I'm getting tired, too. Don't let go of me. Mom, please don't give up on me. I'll do my best from where I stand, so please don't abandon me because I didn't listen to you. Mom, I still haven't given up on you. So please, Mom, don't.
야,
Hey.
야, 일어나.
Hey, wake up. Huh? I woke up to the sound of someone waking me up. I saw a pair of long ears in front of my eyes. Familiar brown spotted rabbit ears. Ooh.
야,
Hey, are you okay? Jiwoo looked down at me with a worried look. had a nightmare. I'd broken out in a cold sweat. Yeah, I'm okay. I blinked twice and my vision became clearer.
정말이야?
Are you sure? Jiwoo looked serious. Why does he have such a serious face? It's unlike him. Yeah.
걱정 좀 시키지 마.
Don't worry me like that, you dumbo. We're worried? Jiwoo answered without hesitation.
당연한 거 아니야?
Isn't that obvious? Who wouldn't when you're breaking out in a cold sweat and shouting for your mom? I have someone who worries about me. Oddly, that made my heart ache. It's weird. Why do I feel like bursting into tears? I never expected someone to care whether I was feeling sick or suffering from a nightmare. Until now, I never had someone who came to wake me up during a nightmare. Right. I don't live by myself anymore. Now it finally hit me.
너,
Hey,
왜 그래?
hey, what's the problem? Huh? Well, why are you crying?
왜?
He's right. I am really crying.
바보 아니야?
You stupid. I can't believe I'm crying like an idiot in front of Jiwoo. I've never showed anyone my weakness. Huh. Come here. Jiwoo came near me. Is he trying to hug me? I resisted Jiwoo. Why?
싫으면 됐어.
Fine. If you don't want... Jiwoo mumbled quietly. No, it's not that, but...
됐거든.
Never mind. It's awkward if you do it all of a sudden. Maybe he learned from a novel that he should give girls a hug in such situations. That's so like Jiwoo. Wasn't I weird when I had a nightmare?
알게 뭐야?
Who cares? Is he sulking again? He really sulks easily. But even that looks quite cute in my eyes.
저번에도 그랬으니까 걱정.
You were like that last time too, so I was worried. Ah, right. Similar situation happened last time as well. Jiwoo was an animal then. Was Jiwoo always looking out for me even when he was an animal?
괴로운 표정 지으면서 엄마 거리고.
You were shouting, Mom, Mom,
혹시
in agony.
너 마마.
What are you, a mommy's girl? Mommy's girl? He knew he wouldn't say that. Might have been better if I were...
뭐?
What? It would have been better if she accepted me, at least a little bit. She trusted my decisions. Mom never tried to see who I really was. She was never interested in what I liked or what my interests were. Mom only emphasized how I should be or become. Honestly, I don't have a good relationship with my mom. To Jiwoo, I can say anything. It's okay to show my true self to Jiwoo. Maybe it's because I wanted Jiwoo to know and understand better. Jiwoo looked at me with a slightly surprised expression. Mom expected much from me, and she did a lot for me, but I ruined it all.
설마
Was it your mom whom you said might forget you? Huh?
전에 그랬잖아.
You know, you told me last time you wanted to rebel at least once because you were afraid of being forgotten. Come to think of it, I did say that. I wanted to become rebellious at least once. I think I was afraid of being forgotten. I was afraid that my mom would give me up and forget me.
너 말이야.
You know, it's better not to expect too much from the parents. Jiwoo said, lowering his eyes.
결국엔
And in the end, you have to quickly realize that you have to do everything on your own. I was surprised at Jiwoo's mature advice. The words coming from Jiwoo's mouth seemed just what I needed. In the end, I have to do everything on my own.
부모가 있든 없든
Whether you have parents or not, in the end, it's your life. Whether you are forgotten or hated, those people are only extras in your life's play. Jiwoo stared at me with a serious look.
어릴 때는 부모가
Parents seem like everything when you're young.
한마디
You feel like you're on cloud nine with just one word of compliment from them.
하지만
But if your parents decide everything, you become stupid. I never imagined I would be hearing this from Jiwoo. Jiwoo is much more...
네 인생은 네 거잖아.
Your life is yours. You're the star and no one else. Much more mature than I thought. He easily recognizes the reason for my being lost, the reason for my sadness. He easily has the answer to the problems that I couldn't solve for such a long time.
야,
Hey,
그만 울어.
stop crying!
내가 울린
You make
거
it look like I
같잖아.
made you cry! Now I know for sure. I should have been alone from the beginning. So, becoming independent by disobeying Mom... Thank you. Wasn't wrong.
하여튼 울고
Such a
그러니까.
crybaby. The amateur rabbit in front of me. Does he know that he saved me with his words? Probably not. Is there anywhere that I have not gone on a date with Jiwoo since we... I guess we haven't gone to the movie since he became a good guy. Of course I'll go with you. Wait while I get ready. What should we see? Nothing good seems to be playing. I'm fine with anything. Power Rangers again. Being here alone with you. Huh? What? Well, sometimes in romance novels, the movie theater is where it all begins. What do I mean? What I mean is... we know what he means. Did you have fun? I just liked that I could spend time with you. Let's watch another movie next time. Let's go home. I feel like having cabbage for dinner today. Does he not mind so much now that everybody knows he likes cabbage? Is this the ending? Let's see, it's Saturday. The animals were busily getting ready, hiding their ears under their hats. Jiyeon was putting 2 tangerines in each of his pockets, and Jiwoo was wearing a beanie on his head. I hate beanies. Jihai said that he'll take Jiyeon with him to work, informing me that he will work until late at night. Does the model agency have a nursery for teenage boys or something? A nursery. I'm off again to burn myself in the fire of passion! You crazy cat, do you even know what you're saying? Jiwoo, who was sitting on the sofa, shouted as he flipped the page of a book. Bunny, you just read your perverted books. Jiyeon retorted back. A mere cat like you will never understand the noble word of literature. Well, it figures. Bunny has to study a lot to rope Heejun in. What? Get lost, you idiotic cat! I hope you become extinct! All species of nonsense should become extinct! Jiwoo threw a book he was holding at Jiyeon. Jiyeon dashed to the front door and went out the door. What did he just say? Rope me in? What did he mean by that? Yisu asked while tying his shoelace. Mind your own business. You're just a stupid cat. Hey, why am I stupid? Asking something you don't know is being smart. I think he said that earlier, didn't he? I couldn't help but to let out a sigh. Jihai is already covering Jiyeon's ears. Eddie, I can't hear anything. That might be 100 times better. And not hear this conversation that we're having here. Are you saying that my words aren't worth listening to? It's been a while since you said something right. Jihai straightened his clothes and took Jiyeon out with him. Haughty aristocrat. I'll see you then. I'll be back by dinner time. Yeah, couldn't miss a meal, could ya? Jisoo shut the door behind him. Jiwoo is busy reading. Should I go do the laundry? The weather is a bit gloomy today. I heard the front door open. Somebody must have forgotten something. Did you forget something? Oh no! As soon as I turned to the front door, my body froze and my mind became blank. Mom? The person in front of the door is no one other than my mom. The face I haven't seen in a year. She had perfectly applied makeup on her face and carried a designer bag on her hand. It's Mom. You. Mom looked around the house, full of animals' belongings in confusion. Her eyes were fixed on Jiwoo. Huh? What? What's this all of a sudden? Jiwoo protested, and then discovered my mom standing in front of the door. Who is she? At those words, I became conscious. And then I closed my mouth. I didn't know what to say. Nothing came to mind. How am I supposed to introduce him? What is going on in this house? You! Who told you to bring guys in the house, huh? Mom screamed, forgetting to take her shoes off in shock. I've made her angry. I've made my mom angry. Mom? Mom took off her shoes and stomped towards me. You're my child, but you sicken me. I didn't raise you like this. Do you know how much I've invested in you? The moment you left my house, your life was ruined. Do you understand? Mom screamed. My life was ruined? Is that really the case? Has my life been ruined? Tears began to fill my eyes. I didn't want to be estranged from my mom. I wanted to hear her compliments. That I did well, that she's proud. I missed my mom who used to say that. I worked hard with whatever efforts. I thought my mom would acknowledge me. That she would at least tell me, you worked hard. I just wanted to hear those few words. So until now, You are a failure. I should never have had a child like you.
아줌마 뭐야?
Hey, lady, what did you say? Huh? I looked to the side and saw Jiwoo standing right next to me. Where in the world did you find this to live with?
뭐냐고 묻잖아.
I said, what did you say? At Jiwoo's words, Mom looked at me in shock. Jiwoo, this is a problem between...
이 아줌마가
This
네
lady is
엄마야?
your mom? What should I do? How should I handle the situation? First of all, I should explain to my mom.
아줌마
Hey,
말이야.
lady, just because you gave birth to the child doesn't mean you can treat her as you please. What? What? How dare you talk to an adult like that? How have you been behaving that you have this thing next to you?
참견하지 마.
It's none of your business. This girl is mine. Huh? What did Jiwoo just say? Of all the nerve!
아줌마,
Lady. Unlike Mom, Jiwoo was very composed.
아무리 아줌마가
I don't care if you're her mother. Don't raise your hand at my girl. This is a TV drama. A drama-like situation is unfolding in front of my eyes. Jiwoo is talking just like a main male character of a drama. Who are you to tell an adult what to do? What are you anyway? What are you? Can't you tell he's just a human? Can't see his ears after all. I'm the successor of a wealthy family. My jaw dropped open in astonishment. Mom stopped talking. I couldn't tell whether she was shocked or amazed.
아줌마,
And lady, from now on, give a call first if you're going to come over. My girl has a life of her own, you know.
내 여자 인생의
Don't mind my girl's life. Because of you, my girl has to go back to the beginning to map out her life. You're not going to be responsible for it. No? Map out my life. If you can't understand, I'll be kind enough to summarize it for you. It means, leave her alone. I don't know if it's the influence of dramas or romantic novels, but Jiwoo certainly spoke with no hesitation. Have I become insane? Jiwoo's words sound very charismatic. I used to laugh at these words when I heard them from TV. I can see that you two deserve each other. I can't stand the sight of you two anymore. Jiwoo wasn't fazed by Mom's comment at all and kept glaring straight at her. Don't ever contact me again. You're just like your father. You make me sick. Mom turned around as if she no longer wanted to talk to me. I couldn't stop her. This is what I was afraid of. Mom turning her back on me, going out the door, and my phone never rings again. Me being left alone. So afraid. This is the moment that I was desperately afraid of. But I feel indifferent. The feeling of being left alone was not as lonely as I thought. Jiwoo embraced me. Jiwoo's shoulders were broader and warmer than I'd thought.
괜찮아?
You okay? He asked in a gentle voice. So different from usual. Yeah. I'll be okay if I cried a little. Just like that, Jiwoo suddenly became very mature and comforted me. He held on to me until tears stopped following from my eyes. Okay, I'm going to end this video right here. I hope to see you in my future videos. I'd be so grateful for any likes, comments, subscriptions, or shares with your friends to show your support. Thank you so much for joining me. I wish you all health, happiness, and safety. Dirili, signing out. Bye-bye, everybody.